Thank you for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Kelsey Anderson. Now to your top 11 stories at 11 o'clock. A crash on 94 eastbound near the 10-mile exit sent one person to the hospital this morning. Idaho State Police say a driver slammed on his brakes and ran into a semi-truck. Troopers tell KBOI one person was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and morning commuters had a tough time getting through the area. Traffic on 94 through Meridian was snarled for a couple of hours. And in Kuna, Ada County Sheriff deputies say a driver was sent to the hospital after a semi-truck rammed into a car. That happened at the intersection of Cloverdale and Kuna this morning. Deputies say the driver of the semi was cited for an improper left turn into that car. Well, a computer virus accidentally sent from Nampa City employees spread like wildfire yesterday. We personally received 15 spam emails from them to our KBOI email accounts. And if we would have opened up one of the attachments inside, our entire email system would have been infected too. The city's IT department says they're not sure how many people the virus was sent to, but a local security specialist say it could have been sent to anyone whose email was an employee's inbox.
The typical contact list is going to have anywhere between 50 to several hundred contacts in any given contact list. So if you have 10 people say get this particular piece of malware, you could be looking at thousands of potential emails going back out to other people.
Bowers says cities like police departments, other cities and well-known companies are often targets because they have lots of emails coming in and out. And when people do click on that link, the virus not only sends the spam out to everyone on their contact lists, but can also steal personal information from their computers. Nampa officials tell us an antivirus company is investigating that spam email, and depending on how much damage was done, the FBI could step in to prosecute that hacker. Well, a reminder for drivers in Meridian today. Just one lane of Chinden Blvd will be open at 10 Mile Road throughout the day. Crews are working on irrigation repairs from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Flaggers will be out helping to direct traffic. And in Garden City, the Ada County Highway District has closed part of Adams Street today. The closure stretches from 38th to 40th Street. Crews are making the roads wider and installing new sidewalks, curbs, and gutters. Drivers are detoured to Chinden Blvd, and that construction is expected to go all the way until mid-May. Well, a former Marine is now convicted of killing American sniper author Chris Kyle and fellow veteran Chad Littlefield. Eddie Ray Ruth admitted to shooting the two men at a shooting range back in 2013 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Coming up in just minutes, we'll have an in-depth report on the capital murder conviction and emotions from inside that courtroom. Southwest Airlines has grounded more than 100 of its jets because they missed safety inspections. In an official statement, the airline said it discovered that 128 planes were overdue for a required maintenance check on a backup hydraulic system. Southwest voluntarily removed the jets from service, forcing the cancellation of about 80 flights. Now, the airline says more flights could be bumped today. No word yet on if any flights through Boise will be affected. And on the topic of travel, Allegiant Air announced it will start offering nonstop flights from Boise to LAX this summer. Fares for the flight start at just $43, and those planes will start taking off on June 5th. Well, a lawsuit filed against Purina Benefil dry dog food states the food led to serious illness and death of thousands of dogs. Now, there are 8 kinds of Benefil dog food under fire. The lawsuit alleges the food causes internal bleeding, liver failure, vomiting, diarrhea, and others among dogs. But the director of corporate communications for the parent company of that food issued a statement saying the allegations are simply not true. He also pointed out Benefil had 2 previous class action suits filed in recent years with similar allegations, and both were dismissed by the courts. Well, marijuana is now legal in another state, Alaska. As of Tuesday, people in the 49th state can now legally use the drug. There are limits to the new law, though. You have to be 21 to buy it, and you can't have more than an ounce of pot on you. However, you can harvest up to 4 ounces in your home. And another game, another big night for the Broncos men's basketball team. Derek Marks made the first shot of the night to give the Broncos an early lead, and they never looked back. Marks led the team with 30 points, while Nick Duncan added a career-best 26 points, including 8 three-pointers. Wow. Broncos took down the Lobos at home 76-65. The boys also set a season high as a team for 15 three-pointers.